Hey, good morning. Welcome to Pat Taste Performance Weekly Live. Of course, I am on time, unlike somebody else. You know, if you had an employee that religiously showed up to work late, what do you do? Do you fire them? Do you discipline? Like, how do we never talk about that. What do you do about how do we, what do we call those type of employees? Good morning. How are you all? Hope you guys had a wonderful week. This week was a little wonky in a multitude of ways. Weather was hit and miss here on Long Island, New York. Some rain, some not rain, some nice days, some pretty gloomy days. I think the spring sprint is officially over. She says no. She might be right. We had a little bit of a splurge, which we're not complaining. But I mean, I think it's done. I had a guy drop off a snowblower for repair, completely not scheduled whatsoever. But I mean, it is what it is. So we are still going. I probably still have another 2 to 3 snowblowers, and then I should be officially done and all caught up. And then from there, I would be starting my project pile amongst a few other things. I do not foresee Paul. Yes, Paul. Believe it or not, I was just talking to Donnie Boy about it this morning, but we'll touch upon that another later down in the chat. Mrs. doesn't like when I talk about this, but it is what it is. On that note, at some point today, I'm going to be posting something on Instagram. You guys have all weekend to check out that post. I do not foresee myself posting anything on Instagram. It is going to be my best trade to date in about a 48-hour time span. So check that out. I'll put it to you this way. It's a lot of mowers and blowers. A lot of mowers and blowers. A lot of mowers and blowers. So hope you guys are, if you guys are in that aspect, I hope you guys are doing well. If not, I cannot stress this more than enough. You should get started. Anyway, good morning. It is Saturday, so I have to have a lot of work ahead of me this weekend. It is Mother's Day. We are hosting, and we've been pretty busy here. So I did the front yard. Front yard looks phenomenal. I started my whole lawn care regimen. I kind of put a picture on the community page. I didn't do a vlog because we finally sent out our camera to insurance, and I've been using the GoPro. I dislike the GoPro for the type of video styles that I do. So I kind of just stopped. We do have 2 subscriber request videos, and she is going to help me, with those, because for me with the GoPro on my own, it's just not what, I'm looking for. The GoPro to capture like vlogging and snowblower footage, phenomenal. Anything else, in my own opinion, just not what I want to deliver to you guys. So I've been throttling, back a little bit, but it's good though, because it gives me a little bit more time to play catching up. So as you guys know, I treat my backyard and my front yard completely different. My backyard is a little bit of shambles. So I got to clean out, my project pile. Some of the stuff has to go to the curb, and then, I just have to cut the grass and all that other nonsense. And it's a lot. I already started with the sprinklers, the home line, so that's in order. So I probably got a good about 4 or 5 hours, worth of work. And then she's going to spend all day getting the inside of the house ready. I did a little Easter vlog, so maybe I'll throw that up on Sunday, Monday, just to see what I go through with her during the holidays. Well, hello, my tardy employee.
Yeah.
Oh,
I clearly want a raise.
Hi, yeah.
That was my walkout.
Yeah.
Oh, I need
What time is it?
I'm gonna need a telephone book.
Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 8:05 a.m.
Oh, 8:05 a.m. Oh.
Every time I don't get a raise, I want
Oh, wait.
5 minutes late. So I heard where you were up to.
Oh, really?
So I thought Easter was really pretty. And the choices that I've made for the decor for Mother's Day was based upon his mother's reaction to some of the decoration choices for Easter. So if she loved that, I think this is going to be like take breath away wow factor. And I've been working really hard the last couple weeks. I'm not working with my usual vendors. I've really upped it as far as I'm working with a florist that is getting these in from far away. I'm not going to share what floral arrangements I'm going with, but I get the stems and I put everything together myself. The type of floral choice I'm going with is extremely hard to get your hands on right now. So I look at it this way. Between the two of us, we have one mother. My mother will always be with me in my heart, but we want to make this big and special for his mom. Can you get your Under Armour off of the linens? And your water bottle, because I'm not washing this again. We have white linens on the table, and he's going to destroy it. So I want to really make this incredible, including down to some of the catering. I feel really blessed. The place that I wanted to do some catering with is like, how do I put it? You have to give them weeks and weeks in advance notice. And I didn't know this. I just was like, I know I want to do work with this particular place. And I didn't know it was like a who you know kind of thing. And I just happened to know someone who knew them. And so I really hope this is beautiful for her. And today is going to be about getting the house ready. It's going to be about all the little touches. And then tomorrow, it's kind of like, it's like mini wedding style here, you know, like buckets of floral arrangements, getting the tablescape ready, getting the tables ready. And I just, you know, I want her to walk in and know that a lot of thought was put in, not because we have to, because she deserves it. So however you're choosing to celebrate Mother's Day this weekend, you know, in your own way, it doesn't, you know, I always said there was a point in time, we're blessed now that we could do this for her. There was a point in time that we couldn't have done this for her. And now that we can, we want to. We both work hard. And to me, it's like, I want to give back to her. And at the end of the day, just keep in mind, I am very sensitive to those who, you know, your moms may not be with you for this Mother's Day, but know that they're in your hearts. Some of you I know may not have great relationships with your moms. I know, you know, for me, that's Father's Day. So at the end of the day, and some of you who want to be, who are watching, who would love to be moms, can't or aren't, you know, personally, my heart goes out to you as well. Be careful this weekend when you wish everybody a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, stop it.
No, you stop.
It. There's no need to be that sensitive.
You could just say, have a nice weekend. Because honestly, this is a really hard weekend for those like myself who aren't, who would love to celebrate. And that's something he'll never understand. And he's
Who
not
says
sensitive
Happy Mother's
to.
Day to people who aren't mothers?
I got it all week long. So it's not something you can relate to. So on that note, let's jump into the chat. But yeah, it's going to be busy. I like this. I think in my former life, I maybe was an event planner because like it's like my high. I really loved it. He didn't love planning the wedding stuff at all, and I totally loved all of it. And so this is going to be just, you know, just a great time, and we'll see. We will see. This week was a lot of highs and lows. I am on the work emotional roller coaster. Tensions are super high right now with work, but it was Teacher Appreciation Week. And I will say I felt incredibly loved by my kiddos and the families. I love them dearly. The tensions are high, you know, just with all those end of the year things. I know, Bob, if you're listening out there, I know, you know, Bob, what this time of the year is like double wide. You know, it's always about like what your next year will look like, you know, so it's hard. It's very hard. It's a lot of highs and lows. So there's that. And so I feel personally, yesterday for me was a really hard day during the day. Not with my kiddos, but just in general. And then I think we had a good end of the day because we had some sales. And
we were 50-50 on this one.
I am not going to lie. I set up a sale for the Mister in the morning.
I got screwed.
And I'm not going to lie.
And she saved me.
I really thought this deal.
But I was surprised.
I get very nervous setting up deals for the Mister in the morning. And when I'm talking, like I set this deal up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I knew we couldn't do it till 5 or 6 at night. I'll be honest, if you want to know what I don't like when there's not much room in the day. And I think you can all figure out why. Because I think they're going to go, let me finish. I think they're going to go shopping or figure out something else in the middle of the day.
You can't go shopping when you're the only one on the market with it. Do you guys watch my YouTube shorts? Right? If you didn't, you should. That was the mower that was up for sale. Okay, I rushed that mower out of the things I need to do because I saw an opportunity to sell it. And at the last minute, the person just ghosted me that I got this mower for. Okay? A little nervous because how long did it take the last one to sell? So I guess maybe about, what do you think, like a month and a half to sell the last one of similar genre. So when I did this, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to be, here we go. We're going to start this all over again. Not that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I could have allocated my time and resources to something else instead of consuming it, you know, at this project. And the person just completely ghosted me. So I says, all right, that's it. Let's put it up for sale. They're not going to take it. Somebody else will. And believe it or not, I had one inquiry on my end. So, and how many did you have?
So yesterday morning, he pulled out of the driveway at 5:45. I had one person who, if we would have worked something out for this morning, or he could have worked something out like by his job. I tried calling him actually to come back and load it up into the car, but I missed him. So there was one at 5:45.
Which we couldn't do anyway because I wasn't finished with
it. Wasn't ready.
I broke my mantra. And here's what I will say. I never post a mower for sale that's not ready. But my intention was to sell it to this other person who wanted it. Number two, okay, if you've been watching Bruce Pender, and Donnie Boy also posted a video, okay, with the auto choke with Briggs & Stratton's, this year alone, I would say I had anywhere from 4 to 5 repairs that are auto choke related. And in the previous years, I have had none except for when the guy cut his out and it became a self-created issue. So I was trying to repair the auto choke instead of replacing the carburetor. I ended up just replacing the carburetor for time constraints. So that's why we couldn't sell the mower first thing in the morning. And also, you know, I sell these mowers for $300. I believe they need to look a certain way. I wasn't done with, I didn't even start the paint work. And believe it or not, by the time I got to sell this lawnmower, I just finished it just in time. The paint was still a little squishy. He didn't pick up on it. When I went to help him fold the handles, I left my fingerprints on there. But it didn't stay on my finger. So it was there, but it wasn't there.
And here's
Very
what I
lucky.
will say, that Mr. and I do differ there. I do get a little...
I got jammed up at work.
It's really frustrating when I can't finish a sentence.
It's my channel.
You barely carry it.
You showed up late.
At the end of the day, I don't like, because here's the thing, I know something like that's going to sell. I don't like when he doesn't let me know that it's not ready to go, because here's the thing, the guy at 5:45 wasn't the only guy. Then I got the guy who was going to buy it by 6 o'clock. And I'm trying to get a hold of him. He finally calls me back at like 7 something. And by then I've got another person now so by 7:20 yesterday morning, there were a total of 4 solid inquiries. But of the 4, I knew that one of them, I already had signed, sealed, and delivered negotiated price. One, the guy was definitely solid, also wanting it. Of the 4, only one of them was like, what's your best deal? I ignored him. I already knew there was no way that I was giving a good deal on this. Here's my thing. I did ask him, like, what was your bottom line on it? And he knows already, like, let's just make believe he tells me the bottom line's, let's say 125 on something. He knows I'm going to come back and I'm going to make the bottom line 150. I never like when he undersells our equipment. So I'm always going to go like another 25. And that's exactly what I did.
Well, I was willing to undersell this equipment just to prove this butthole a point, because they ghosted me on the lawnmower. That when they say, like, sorry, sold. So don't even, sorry, sold. Sorry, good luck. Go find something else. Go pay full retail. Okay, they wanted an electric start lawnmower. That is very, very niche. A lot of flippers do not sell electric start lawnmowers with the electric start working, because it's very, very expensive to get that going. But on my channel, I showed you guys how you guys can revive an electric start lawnmower system in a very cost-efficient manner, where you could turn a little bit of effort into a decent amount of money. And again, separate yourselves from everybody else, right? This person looking for an electric start lawnmower, they could have contacted many people. But guess who is known for having electric start lawnmowers? Us. Yeah. I have no problem reviving an electric start lawnmower after I figured out how to get it done in a time and cost efficient manner, up to the point that when you get an electric start lawnmower, you embrace it, and it actually takes you a lot less than it used to in the past. So I was comfortable at selling this lawnmower at a discount just to prove this, you know what, wrong, and then make them wait even longer or force them to buy something else, because to the point that they got me so aggravated that I don't even want to do business with you anymore. And that's just my mantra. I guess I have the luxury to sit there and say yes or no to you, just like you had the luxury of saying yes or no to me.
And I do want to hop in the
and she
chat.
said this before.
Yeah.
We spoke about this, a handshake, a deal, those things are out the door. Right? There is no such thing as a gentleman's agreement anymore. We've seen that time and time and again here personally.
Which I have to tell you, it's not. We don't condone that. It's gone. I miss that society is not that way anymore.
Sometimes it's there, right? But for the most part, it's gone.
And I want to jump into the chat, but I also, in going with what he's saying, Uncle Ed, I don't want to ignore your comment.
What's on those comments?
Hold on, please.
We'll backtrack.
He's on speed.
Well,
you had coffee already today?
Yeah, I've been up early this morning. Guess?
You were up playing video games.
Paul Pastore knows I've been swing trading Dogecoin this morning.
Oh my God, just stop. Just take a breath. Count to your head to 100. Uncle Ed, here's the thing with first come, first serve with me personally. In this situation, yes, agreed. But I had then a total by about 1 o'clock yesterday. I had a total of 6 people in total, 2 low ballers, 4 solid offers on this lawnmower. So here's how I deal with first come, first serve though. It's like a little bit of a twist. I still kept a really good running dialogue with like my main guy all day long. Like, hope you're having a great day, confirming we're on for about X, Y, and Z time. And he was running a little behind from work yesterday, and he can tell you,
I was screaming.
was my reaction so warm and fuzzy to you?
No, we were both upset.
But listen, my reaction's not warm and fuzzy to him because
It makes her look bad.
it makes me look bad because now I've been keeping a dialogue all day with someone and I've got that mower sold at the price that I want. And now you put more work on me that I got. If this guy bails, I got to go to the next person on the list.
Mhm.
So yes, we do first come, first serve, of course. But what I like about my style is I've got like another person on something like this
Mhm.
already. But I wanted nothing more to make sure that this first sale was the done
Mhm.
sale. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I do first come, first serve too. But here's another card I never do, and it gets me into a lot of trouble. It does. I'm not going to lie. People do not like when I do this, right? I will never tell someone that somebody is on their way to purchase it, because if the deal doesn't work out or they never show up, then you reach out to this person, say, hey, it's still available.
They
then
also
guess
might
what?
say, why didn't they buy it?
They have second guesses.
Yeah.
And now I lost.
Never a good
I
call.
lost that bargaining chip. So when I say yes, it's still available, and if I somehow, some way I lock somebody in and I feel very good about it, I will ignore that person.
Yeah.
And then the next time we interact, sorry, it's sold.
Yeah.
So I can't speak for her. We didn't even, this is our first time talking about this. The person who wanted to inquire for me about the electric start lawnmower, I already have one out of the project pile. I looked at it really quick last night. I assessed it. I ordered my battery for it.
Mhm.
And then I told him, I said, hey, listen, I'm seeing my father for Mother's Day. I know he has a similar mower. Let me see what he's doing with his. I think he hired a landscaper. And the guy says, okay, let me know. So that gives me a whole week
Mhm.
to pump out this electric salt lawnmower and hopefully sell it to him. And then I don't know what she's going to do. What do you think?
So here's my plan. So here's the thing. I don't believe in wasting anything, right? So your problem, some of you might be thinking to yourself, she had 6 people. One person bought. What is she doing with the other 5? I'll tell you what I'm doing. One of them, I could tell already. I dealt with this guy before.
Oh, forget.
He's a major lowballer. He's also a flipper.
You need to block him, please.
But he entertains me. There's certain people that like I'm fresh back to. No, you don't understand. This guy and I have a dialogue. May I finish? So him, I like giving myself the satisfaction of saying, no, Ron Casey, it's sold for full asking price. Best of luck in your next search. And he always literally gives me a compliment back. Oh, hot damn, good for you. Like he doesn't mean no harm, but I know his game. The other ones, you know what I'm gonna do? The other guy who definitely, he didn't give me a low offer. He just wanted like, what's my best price? I'm gonna offer him a different piece of equipment. We're gonna do business, him and I. I'm gonna offer him something else because he can't afford something in this price range, but he can afford a mower. We're gonna do business. The other 3 people, I'm gonna get them in something today, this weekend, Monday, but I gotta feel them out because I don't want them to be quick to what we do. And clearly if they were serious buyers for this mower at this price, these kind of people, they don't want your sloppy seconds. So I've got to be really careful in what I offer them next. Like we're not going to offer them some push mower or some bottom line. And I got to find out what we even have to offer. And it's going to be one of our higher end if we even have anything. So I'll talk with him. Him and I will parlay a little bit
It's
about what we
amazing.
have.
All
So
of our higher end lawnmowers are selling
yeah.
in the $250 to $300 price range. Our bottom end lawnmowers from $80 to $150, not so hot. I can't put a rhyme or reason to it. I'm not complaining, but I can't put my thumb on it. I don't. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think it was me
You were
who
talking
said
about
the spring
reducing-
sprint's not over. I said, don't lower your prices. Oh, we're not lowering a price. These are going. We're not done yet. We're not done. I'm telling you.
What do you guys think about that community post? An $80 lawnmower,
Mhm.
fully serviced, ready to mow, tuned up, right? I never sell nothing here, not serviced. It's very, very rare. I did it maybe a handful of times for a personal experiment for us. if you bring your mower to a repair shop, where they charge close to us is $120. Another one is $100 plus parts, plus oil, plus spark plug, plus air filter. If you need a blade, plus the blade. If you need, there goes. I'm asking for a lawnmower. It's ridiculous.
This mower's making me nauseous. I'm not gonna lie. What about the guy? He had a guy who offered him $10 less, but then wanted it delivered, and he was like, "Oh, I'm like 3 miles away, 17 minutes away." That is the longest 3 miles away that I've ever seen.
So here's a funny story. I didn't even tell her this yet. Okay, so last week I was doing the front yard. What was that? Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday I was doing the front yard. Okay, my neighbor across the street, but on an angle, we get along with. He used to work for this company called Newsday, so we have some history. Small world. And he redid his entire house. He says it's the last time he's going to be doing anything. This is the last hurrah. Inside, outside, complete renovation. House looks great. Landscaping and grass, not so much. But I understand, because he's having construction vehicles come in and out. The exterior and interior for renovation seems like for the most part it is done.
And they have had landscapers stop by, so he must be getting estimates for like stuff when they're done.
So the grass is completely overgrown, and they just got pavers done, and it just doesn't do any justice. And I dealt with him a lot. I just know his wife. I think, like, come on, Mike, we've had all this, and they don't have. They don't have a lawnmower. They have a landscaper. I know their landscaper from previous years. He stopped by the house. They've interacted. Not someone I'd like to deal with, just the small interactions that we had. In the middle of me doing what I was doing, I needed a break. And I grabbed one of my beater lawnmowers, this $8 lawnmower, and I used it to cut their grass. And then once I got there, I realized why no landscapers want to get there. They had crap in the yard, and who wants to run the machine? Who wants to pick stuff up? So I put the lawnmower on the highest setting, and the lawnmower did really, really well. It's 140cc plastic Briggs & Stratton. Okay, it's a 2-in-1, so I couldn't side discharge. I went over their lawn. I unveiled freaking stump. Thank God I didn't hit it. But now that's why I cut really, really high. I walked the property. I missed this stump. That's how high this grass was. I walked the property, threw little things here and there into their flower beds. I'm just doing you guys a courtesy. I'm not doing your clean out, and then I went over with the lawnmower, unveiled this stump. I went back a second time. I dropped the height. Do you want to know how many times that lawnmower bogged down? Now, potentially, when you side discharge, you give the engine more power. This mower wasn't able to side discharge. Completely, I wouldn't say disappointed, but completely, let down. But I guess if you keep your lawn maintained, then these lawnmowers are great. You definitely do not want to use this as a brush cutter. This needed, I don't know if he's in the chat, one of my subscribers, Iron Duke, I think it's like Iron Duke 502 or something, I'll look in there. He has a Yazoo mower with a Predator on there that I put on snowblowers. That's what I needed for this yard. But no good deed goes unpunished. So she was yelling at me, why are you doing this?
No.
They have landscapers. And I'm like, where are their landscapers?
First of all, he had someone literally there the day before, and he was out in the yard with clipboards, and they were surveying. And to me, it's like, I'm sorry, like, I agree. No good deed goes unnoticed. But here's the thing. There's two parts to this. One, when you know your neighbor is in the middle of heavy construction and they've got like more than one landscaper coming out, it's not your place to start intervening. And who's to say that they didn't have people coming out? Like, if this was a Sunday, who's to say someone wasn't coming Monday to start doing his property? And now you're sitting there doing it all. Like, this guy's paying for a service. And you know what? We also used to do snow removal for him. And he definitely did not always do the right thing by us. He thought it would be
cheaper because he lived right across the street.
And then he stopped wanting, we were very reasonable for him. And then he started getting like a plow service that doesn't do a phenomenal job. So to me, he's not like the neighbors next door that like we totally work 50-50 with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're great guys. I like this guy's wife a lot. Nothing bad to say about this guy at all. But it's not your place to intervene when somebody's in the middle of all this work, checking out landscapers. Like, it's not your place. You know what I'm saying? Like, let this guy do what he's got to do. If he was disabled, if he was elderly, totally different. If we needed to chip in and give a hand, you know, but this guy clearly is like almost like, you know, checking out landscapers, like hiring people. Like,
Yep.
you don't need to come in and do his property then. He's perfectly capable of it. And yes, Antonio, he's got surveyors there also because he's got issues going on with the sump next door. So I'm perfectly aware that a surveyor is different than a landscaper. These 9 degrees and almost a doctorate have got me so far. So at the end of the day, let's go ahead. Let's start saying hello because I hate that it's 30 minutes in and we didn't even give the respect of hellos.
A lot going on.
KCB, good morning. It's good to have you here. Crazy Rebuilds, good morning. Good to have you here. Henry, Wednesday was a crazy busy day. And I'm sorry that I couldn't join your live for the whole thing because you had, oh my goodness, you had such an assortment of some really, really fun and incredible people on your live. But at the end of the day, oh my God, you are like a natural at this.
Wait,
amazing.
So listen, so Henry, I sent Ken Small Engines a free tractor for you guys. As you guys seen on the channel, and then one of my other subscribers, Stephen Leone, even doubled down on that. I sold the Snapper Hivac. That set another record for us for the most expensive push, not self-propelled, push lawnmower ever sold here on the channel. $300. This guy never ran here so fast, so happy to hand me money. And he says that he was trying to buy one and they are on national back order. And I says, oh my God, how did I miss this? Because when he said something like that, I think that meant he was willing to pay more. And I just did a quick couple of, oh wow, it says that, oh my God, really is on back order. Just to confirm what he said. Maybe I was just, missing something.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Leone commented on that video and he said, hey man, check out this video. This guy's saying the same thing. There's another YouTube channel. He has like 12,000, 13,000 subscribers. And he's very, very into the Snapper lawnmowers. I think they're called the RERs. And that's like the Forrest Gump styles. If I'm wrong, correct me. Remember, lawn tractors are not my thing.
I love Forrest.
But the premise of this is that in this video, the guy is saying that he has a very good relationship with Snapper. Just like we have Aaron's, he contacted Snapper. They do have issues with their lawnmowers. They are national back order. The problem is that unfortunately, due to, I guess you would say, healthy competition, they tried outsourcing some of these Snapper components to be made in other countries, and it's not going well whatsoever at all. Therefore, there are no Snapper models being released until they rectify this logistics issue. Now, there are issues for multiple reasons. There's things from resources being available to getting the product here. And then some of the things that they're building, when they get them here, are not good. The quality is poor. Now, let's turn this into another thing. This week, I think I got ripped off. I was tempted to make...
Let's see if your ripped off is the same as how I think you got ripped off. Go ahead, you first.
I was tempted to make a video about this, just a leather live in the driveway while it's fresh, but I chose, not to because I was still dumbfounded about this. And the Snapper to the rip-off story will tie in together. Gentleman hits me up, should have known better. Hey man, what's up? I have a Husqvarna HU700H lawnmower. I'm like, I know this lawnmower.
Oh, not the same.
It is your Honda powered Husqvarna. He's like, it has a Honda engine on it. I haven't had it tuned up in 7 years. Can you do that for me? Spark plug, oil change, blade sharpened. Now I'm busy, but for a tune-up, come on, we could do that. We could do that in the back of our heads. Quick, easy money. He says, how much? I'm like, anywhere between 80 and $100. Okay, can I drop it off now? I said, yeah, man, I'm not home, but just leave it. So he's like, okay, I'll bring it right over. I'm like, this guy has my address. He didn't even ask for it. So he didn't ask. So He's not saved in my phone, but don't forget, I go through phones like crazy. So I get home. Well, I leave work. I just run around the block to the small engine repair shop. And I said, hey, man, I need a spark plug for a Honda GCV motor. You know what his first words out of his mouth was? Not, hi, how are you? Thank you.
Because he doesn't like you like he likes me.
You're lucky he's like, you're lucky I'm even selling this to you. And then he disappears into the back. I'm like, oh, you mother. I could just go, I could just go 5 minutes down the block and go to Lowe's and go get this NGK spark plug. So he comes out, you know, this is like gold right here. He was like, I'm so screwed. There are so many parts. I shouldn't even be. And I'm looking at this guy like, listen, just give me my goddamn spark plug. I only went to you out of convenience. Charged me $6 for a spark plug. So I guess he did treat it like gold. See you later. Love you. Bye. So he's basically saying because of what is going on in this world, that materials to get things made and then getting things here too in general have been very difficult. And there are a lot of parts on back order. So under my breath, I was saying things that I probably shouldn't was saying, but I didn't say to him, I'm like, well, that just forces you to be a mechanic. You know, you guys do not like this. You guys do not like this. Some of you guys don't, right? It's very rare that I replace a spark plug when I flip something, right? For a tune-up, I kind of, on a tune-up, sometimes I will, sometimes I don't. It depends. If they can see it, I'll be honest with you, I will replace the spark plug. If they can't see it, then I will, can't say the word recondition or refurbish, but I will pull that spark plug out. I'll take it to the wire wheel. I'll clean it up. I'll inspect it. And then I will re-gap it, some fresh anti-seize, and in the hole it goes again, right? There is this, we've spoken about this before, there is this old misconception, which I get, but it needs to die. It needs to go away because times have changed, that for the most part now, in 2021, if your lawnmower or a piece of equipment doesn't run, it is not your spark plug. Oh, it doesn't run, just needs a spark plug. Oh, but that's so easy, you do it. Those days are over. Things are built better, they're different, you know, so that just needs to just like go away. So I starts up his lawnmower, runs nice and easy. About 5 to 8 minutes in, as I'm doing something else, dies. Oh, shit.
Even with that golden spark plug?
So then I'm like, okay, undo the fuel cap. There's gas in there. So, oh my God, please don't tell me. Don't tell me this is gonna happen. Go to start up, not running. All right, pull out the air filter, get some go-go juice, give it a huff, fires right up. And I'm like, scratching my head, like, please, runs and dies. Oh, no. So now I go take a victory lap around the driveway because now I'm frustrated.
Pick me, I have a question.
Nope. Now I do my lap around the driveway. Now I'm figuring out, like, what do I do? I'm like, I'm pondering, what am I supposed to do? This guy, this is why sometimes I don't like doing this type of transaction. But this guy knew my address.
Whose fuel was it?
It's his.
How do you know it was good?
It was good.
You smelled it?
Smelt it.
You trust it?
Trusted it. And I even put our fresh fuel on top of it just because. Nothing. So started up again, ran, and actually ran really, really well. Changed the oil, did what I had to do, let it run again. I said, listen, man, I can't charge this guy. And I just let it run. And it died again. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Blasphemy.
So then I'm like, you know what? What am I going to do? This guy dropped, and I'm going to tell him it's not running. I says, forget it. He'll just, I think he got me on this one. So I pull the carburetor off. The bowl is empty, bone dry. And I'm like, you know what? Well, I just have, not the carburetor, I pulled the air filter and I pulled the jet out. I didn't completely take apart the machine. This is quick and dirty. If I had to take this thing apart, we might have to have this conversation. Give it a couple of pokes, put it back in, nothing. I pull the bowl out, undo the fuel cap, and there comes the gas. Oh, the gas cap's not venting. This is a repair. This is not part of a tune-up. So I messaged the guy, hey man, what's going on? I'm looking at you. I just want to let you know your lawnmower run and died. It had difficulty restarting, but it runs again after a little bit. Are you having this issue? He said, no. I only had it once when I was cleaning it. I thought because I got something wet. I said, you know what?
I'm not even going to argue with this guy. I opened up the vent cap and the lawnmower's fixed. I think he got me. You guys can go in the comments and decide. I think he got me. You make your comment, and then we will go back to you guys.
Mine wasn't even about
in
the
the topic.
lawnmower. I think so mine's not about a lawnmower. We were definitely on two different planets just now.
You want to talk about the other guy who I screwed myself too?
No,
Okay.
I'm talking about something else that I think you got a rook deal on. So the missus got some really great prices a couple weeks ago on some 580T backpack blowers. Here's what I'm going to tell you. All day, every day, my mission is to continue. And if you think I haven't been relentless, let me tell you, I've been on this like it's my fourth job. He seems to think these brand new 580T Echo blowers are so, ooh. Do you want to know what the profit is on something like that? Like $50.
Some of them are anywhere between $50 to $80, but they're brand new in the box. What kind of negotiation is supposed to do? But,
dude,
in my defense, here's the crazy part.
Too many words already.
I sell used ones that are in really good shape for around the same price of a brand new one in the box.
Where's the small violin? I was getting them.
We're going to the comments.
My last two?
Yes.
Dude, my profit, the price I'm getting them at, my profits are $1.30. So at the end of the day.
No, you were paying $150, $175. Still very good money for us. Very good money.
So honestly, I am going at it.
Yes.
Like I am.
So at one point,
it's my fourth job.
We were talking about,
and I found another one on last Saturday, right? I found another one last Saturday, and it killed me. 125 thing looked brand new. Guys, like, oh, I'll be back in town Monday. This is where the summertime is going to be good for me because this is where like I can head out the house, you know, in the summertime when my schedule's a little different, and I could scoop that bad boy up. Someone beat me to it on Monday when this guy was back in town because he had it like marked sold by like 8:30 in the morning. So if I knew he was back in town that early, I would have gotten it before work even. But I'm going to be on this. Because I got to tell you, you'd be surprised. Honest to goodness. Yeah, people like things in a box. Yeah. It's in a box. It's all pretty. But the way first of all, I don't even want to say the equipment that I found. Let's be real. Call a spade a spade. The stuff that I found recently, did that even really need to be cleaned up super pretty? It looked pretty already, didn't it? Be honest.
Just a quick power wash, and I put a coat of shine on it, my secret sauce. You guys don't know that. Until I have $1 million in the bank.
Brand new.
Until I have $1 million in the bank in a garage, or I have 1 million subs or something,
Christmas.
I will unveil my secret sauce. I will give you guys anything and everything. I will give you guys anything and everything. I will not give you my secret sauce on how I make my equipment shine like new. Sorry.
Ken, good morning. Good to have you here.
What's up, Rich? How are you? Hope you had a fantastic week. Did you read my comment on the video? I responded, right? I hope if you didn't look at that video, I don't even know what video it is. Everybody just check that out. She doesn't want me to talk about that topic.
Hold on, I gotta hit a question real fast. Jungle Bob. You know what, Jungle Bob? I'm gonna crush you all day on this, my love. Hold on, my friend. I won't take it the wrong way about my Nope. Jungle Bob, do you want to know that price I got on every one of my last Echo blowers? They didn't even know I was a woman.
Yeah.
Until I got there to pick it up. The price was negotiated, everything. Jungle Bob, you know what it is? He will not give me credit where it's due. I am the ultimate negotiator all day, every day. And I got to be honest, I take it away from my line of work. I'm a great people person. I also deal with business in my side work. Jungle Bob, they have no idea who I even am until I say I'm coming. But I want to go back up real quick. We were saying
skipped over Chris Prime for a good time. You know, from now on, you know, yesterday were your ears ringing? I saw the lawnmower, and the guy's like, how do I start it? Well, you see this button, Prime for a good time?
give it a yank. Every time now. I can't thank you so much.
Aw, good morning, Thomas. Good to have you.
Good morning, Thomas. How are
here.
you? Hope all is
Oh,
well.
look at
Fun
that.
things to do with Tech Sparky.
Good to
Okay,
have you.
we tried listening to your radio show. I don't know what happened. I sent you a few messages.
He probably blocked you. He doesn't want any of your
Well,
requests.
I know, right? I know, right?
Scott Keller. Yeah. Snow. I can't have snow. I need to have the back deck open for this weekend. Jungle Bob, good
How
to
are
have
you?
you.
David, hello. How are you? Hope all is well.
Mark Wiley, always a pleasure. Iron Duke.
Yes, Iron Duke
Pleasure.
502. So go here, check out his YouTube channel. He has a couple really nice John Deere lawn tractors. He has this Yazoo lawnmower that he put a Predator on. That's what I needed for my neighbor's yard.
Ken, it's funny. I saw this comment. My mom and I clash with similar personalities, but I'm still thankful. You know what, Ken? Unfortunately, the situation with my father has nothing to do with similar personalities. It's called when someone doesn't want to be a father anymore. You know, you can't do anything for someone like that. Just feel sorry for them. KCB.
One track to playing a trailer alley, scrapping, lost my thoughts. Casey, congratulations on your phenomenal sale. Casey posted this phenomenal sale on Instagram. I was absolutely shocked. But I'm not, you know, I wouldn't want anything. I wanted something like this to happen to someone as good as Casey. Like I said, if you're on Instagram, you definitely need to check out Casey B. Congratulations on that sale. Absolutely phenomenal, Casey. Absolutely phenomenal.
Polar, congratulations on your string trimmer for
Yes.
Mother's Day.
Very, very nice. Hey, no
Hey.
one will love you and take care of you
Like
better than
you.
you, right? So all
Well,
this.
hold on. Unless you have me, because Lord knows I take good care of this little munchkin
Please,
wad over here.
please.
Breezy, good morning, sweetheart. Good to have you here. Oh, it's a battery powered. Oh, you're gonna be like me.
Yes.
Yay, we could be twins, Uncle Ed. I love it. I love it. I love
Hey,
it.
what is Casey saying? I'm not fixing any electric start on any push mowers. Just saying. That's why I'm not fixing that. All right, but Casey, I did teach you how to do it, so that's up to you. If you think you could, have that type of clientele that you could sell it to for very good money. That's up to you. I know with us, we would have never known how much we can get for an electric start lawnmower until we were able to get one and get it going. That's how we pursue and why we will continue to pursue an electric start lawnmower. I'm just absolutely shocked this late in the season, this late in the game. All of a sudden, there's a high demand for electric start lawnmowers at this price
Why
point.
are you so surprised? The cool weather dragged into May. We got people in the chat talking about Uncle Arch said he's cold and he wonders if there's snow coming. At the end of the day, you know, like I told you guys before, wait till Memorial Day weekend. If people aren't mowing now, they're going to be mowing then. Baby, this isn't over. Don't worry.
I stopped buying lawnmowers because I'm afraid.
We got you.
I'll bag hold
We got you.
snowblowers. I won't bag
Got
hold
you. Keep 'em
snowblowers to
coming.
a certain
Keep them
extent.
home coming. We got
I'll dig
this.
from the project pile. Should be happy when I do that.
Jesus, yes. 4-stroke trimmer this morning.
Wow.
Very
So I
nice.
have a 4-stroke trimmer for sale as well. Not yet, but it broke it out as a deal. We'll cover that at a later date and time. I've only done this once, and I extended this guy, and I told him flat out why. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a video out of it, but maybe we'll do it in a while. I have
Kaiser
pictures and
dog.
stuff.
Always
Good morning,
a pleasure.
Kaiser. How are you? Hope all is well. Kaiser, is your Toro, refresh my memory, that you saved from the grave, electric start? Curious.
Edward, good
Thomas,
to
hello, how
have
are you?
Excellent.
Brando, how are you?
Brando.
Hope you enjoyed your last couple of days off in the rain. Believe it or not,
In the rain.
I was working in the rain because that Honda needed a tune-up. Well, it was supposed to, right? That's just easy money. That was something I wouldn't mind doing in the rain, in and out.
Neighbor, Jason, you're gonna get a cup of coffee over the back of your head. Actually, Chris, I gotta hold up. I actually need him because we need to make this house look presentable for tomorrow.
Just the backyard. The front yard's done. Been done.
Well, no, I want everything out of the driveway. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
yeah, it's-
Oh my God, that can't stay that way.
Speaking of everything out of the driveway,
Oh, let's talk about that because I have something. I'm having an auction.
I am so mad at
Oh.
my community. Maybe Chris will even see this. I don't know if you guys, I shut off the news and social media to a certain extent. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Why? Pretty obvious reasons. we spoke about it here and there, okay? Unfortunately, there was a young police officer who lost his life in the line of duty.
Chris has a friend who was friends with him.
Okay, so our condolences to him and his family and the police community. Also, one of our subscribers here, he comments on the channel. Through elimination of process, you could tell who he is potentially. Okay, he is NYPD as well. He knows where we live. He knows where we lay our head. We didn't know that the funeral procession, funeral ceremony, mass was very, very, there's local. There's very, 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 very local to us. We had no idea. So our cameras were going off like crazy. And I don't care for it because sometimes, if the shadow and the sun changes, it happens, or the wind blows and blows something, it'll so I kind of shut on at work. She messaged me and says, "Oh my God, look what is going on here. There are cars lined up and down our block. There are people parked in front of our house, intruding on the opening of our driveway." Now, I don't care about that. We're not home, and
Yeah,
our
it doesn't
driveway's
matter.
wide enough that we could swiggle in.
Even if it wasn't something like that, who cares?
So
when we're
I'm
not
like,
home, yeah.
holy if I would have known if we were that close to the funeral procession, I would have made our driveway accessible for other people to use it while we were away. So I reached out to my buddy and he says, "Oh yeah, I had to walk a mile. It's too late." I said, "Well, listen, if you know anybody, tell them, you know where we live. This is our address. They could park on our driveway. And tell everyone I just have one requirement because I have no idea." I had two requirements actually because I have no idea when this thing ends. I had two requirements. It says, one, do not step on the grass. And number two, I need space for her to park between 3:30 and 4 o'clock because I know when she gets home, she has to tutor right away. She cannot
It didn't
park
go that far.
and walk. So I was kind of mad,
But
about
you also
that.
left
That
the
no one
driveway a mess also, so that would have been difficult.
doesn't matter. We could have fit 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have put 4 or 5 cars in our driveway.
But our
But-
condolences.
So
One of my coworkers.
I'm upset with my community who likes to complain the moon, the shine, the stars. I felt this is a great time for our community to try and do something
Apparently, there was
nice for a lot
and
of people, and nobody did nothing. No, they rather post about leaf blowers being used when they're not supposed to and calling the town on them. They rather turn people in for not wearing their mask when they're supposed to. This, I felt something that really should have made a difference, and that really upset me. That was just my
Well, yes and
Chris.
no. I agree. Yes and no.
Bullshit.
My coworker's husband was actually not walking the path of the parade. He was in it because he is an active duty officer and knew this man as well. And according to her, part of the reason why it wasn't more publicized prior was actually part of securing the family's privacy. So you were half wrong there as far as why it wasn't more out in the open. They were very private about a lot of it, according to the inside sources.
Mhm.
So that's something that has to be respected
So
as
click
well.
on this. What about the battery and electric start teetering? Jungle Bob, that's an excellent question. I have a video on my YouTube channel showing you guys how to revive an electric start lawnmower in a cost-efficient manner. Batteries, through my method, is relatively inexpensive. Number one. Number two, there are some batteries that are $9.99 compared to others. You could take that $9.99 battery and put it in another lawnmower that doesn't call for a $9.99 battery and make it work instead of spending a little bit more. There are some lawnmowers, unfortunately, you're going to have to buy that specific battery for that lawnmower, and you cannot use that $9.99 application. I've been tempted at times thinking about doing a small project, relocating the battery to accommodate a $9.99, and I just never follow through with it in my mind. Maybe I'll do a video on it and I'll show you guys, and you guys could chime in and tell me what you think, and I can do my rationale versus yours, and we could put our minds together. I
I'm very open to suggestions, which you guys know that. I like when you guys tell me and share your stories and all your knowledge, because sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. There are certain things I get from her, but then there are certain things that it just feels different from talking to, you guys who understand where I'm coming from to a certain extent from that mechanical and operational use. Her, aesthetically and the outside looking in, I get that opinion is.
I just get the big money.
Yes, she just gets the big money.
What's that,
Gravely Man, hello, how are you?
Morning.
Good morning. You guys are just all chatting with each other. This is great. I got you, man.
Hi, Paul.
Good morning, Paul. How are you? We'll
Good
talk
to
about
have
stocks.
you.
I got my mother out last night for dinner and a
Aw,
tea.
I love it.
Very nice. Tell
Scott,
her
you're
to
the best.
keep the wig down.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Talking.
Good morning,
talking.
Antonio. Michael, hello. How are you? I'm a little bit sidetracked with everything. I know you posted a lot on Instagram about some of your accomplishments on your YouTube channel. Absolutely, congratulations. Keep up the good work. Like I said, time and time and again, if you keep doing what you're doing and being you, it will all just come together. Yes, I agree. I turn people down all the time. It sells when it sells. Not absolutely. Absolutely. I cannot say this more than enough. There are certain times where you have to reduce your prices, and there's certain times you don't, and that's up to you to decide that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I need to get some mowers to flip. People are
Yes.
paying top dollar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I tell you, Brando's
Bye,
another
Thomas.
YouTuber.
Thank
okay?
you for stopping in, Thomas.
Brando's also very active on Instagram. Brando has a repair shop, and he just flipped his first lawn tractor for big money. Now, Brando, the money you made off that lawn tractor, because I watched your video, okay, and I told you how to get a few things cheaper. What was your profit on that? How long did it take you compared to how long would it take you doing repairs for somebody else? And also that ATV that beat you up. So, like I said, I will fix and flip and do repairs. I will run circles around most people. I will guarantee you that. And I will say that with confidence. That's not my head being big. It's taken me 3 years to get to the way we are, and that could be you too. There is nothing wrong with fixing and flipping. There is no trade is no better than another. But when you add the fix and flip to your repair business, you are getting you're inducing a lot of cash flow in. And guess what? You will never be slow. You will never run out of content if you're a YouTuber. You will consistently be busy. And the repairs will come. And that's also another way, right? Because we talked about, if you do repairs and you're not getting it done in a time and efficient manner, okay, your inexperience or lack of getting things done in a time and cost efficient manner, according to the book or what you think it should take, does not fall on the customer. You should not be charging the customer for your inability to get it done within a certain amount of money, okay? That is you. And when you're fixing and flipping, you are going to come across many, many things compared to doing repairs. That is just my experience. Number two, the devil's advocate of that sentence, because you get good at something and you get it done in a time and cost efficient manner, doesn't mean that person gets a discount because of that. They are paying you for your knowledge, for your experience, and whatever you have. So you should not be giving them a discount because you know what? I bought a tool for $100 and it takes a 10-minute job, 2 minutes to do, something like that. You know what I'm saying? They should not be compensated for that. Oh, how about this? An hour job and it turns into a 15-minute, 20-minute, half-hour job. They should not be compensated for that. You have that tool. You made that investment. And on top of that, you know how to use that tool. Or if you didn't at a certain point, you've learned all the tricks and the trades and the ins and the outs to get to that point. You should never, ever, ever
I want to add on
discount
to
a
that.
customer because of your experience. I was guilty 2 weeks ago. I screwed myself again. I got caught up in the moment, screwed myself through and through, and I actually gave away. But let her go. I'll tell my story.
No, it piggybacks onto what you're saying, and we're saying. I'm glad
Very
you're
mad.
waking up to this conversation because we've
This
had this
is the
conversation
second
with them.
time I've done it. And the first time it happened, I says, I'm never doing it ever. And I just got caught up because I guess I'm a good person or I'm an idiot or whatever. And I just
whatever. You tell your story, and then I will tell mine. I don't have to excuse myself. Go ahead, tell your bits.
This is why I don't know where you've been the last couple of lives, because we've had this talk. It doesn't matter what line of work you're in. You know, some of you don't do small engine repair. Some of you have different lines of work that you're in. But we've talked about pricing before. And at the end of the day, it's no different in my line of work as far as what I charge. You know, I have a few people that I've taken under my wing that work for me now in remediation work. They don't have the 9 degrees working on a doctorate that I have. I can charge what I charge because this comes with almost 20 years experience. And at the end of the day, if someone wants to sit there and say to you, well, something took you less time, there is no price value that you can put on experience. The bottom line is you hold within you something that they don't. And that's exactly what I use in my line of work. I am providing a service for your child, and sometimes for the actual adult themselves, that they cannot get somewhere else. That many years of experience, that many years of know-how. Now, I can do so much of what I do with my eyes closed. It's innate to me at this point. Whereas someone newer in the game cannot. It takes them longer. So time does not necessarily always equal what the value dollar amount should be. But the fact is, what the outcome, the product is, that's what matters. And when we talk about small engines, if you're a flipper, I will say this to you, get really good at negotiating. You may not be a business person. We're very lucky that I'm in the line of work where I deal with people all the time, and my outside endeavors are also very business related. He's always been in public service and dealing in the business world. But some of you may not have that background experience in business or customer relations. Get good at it, because the more you can have confidence in your negotiating power, the more money you're going to bring for your product. You have to have that feeling inside of you that you don't care if they're going to walk. And that's where sometimes him and I will differ. He'll want to drop the price ever so slightly, where I don't care if you're going to walk. Walk. Threaten me that you're going to walk. Go for it. I bet you won't. And that's where I have a little bit of a different confidence level, that if you're going to say, if I don't drop the price, you're not going to take the product, I wish you well. Good luck in your search. There's something about someone with confidence that intrigues people. And then they wonder about what you're selling. Wow, this person is not willing to drop their price and they're letting me walk. What is it about what they're selling? Maybe I need to come back to this. And now you bring it back again. So just some food for thought. And at the end of the day, something else that came about this week that I think is really important to remember. And I feel like this, because we definitely have a few guys in the chat that are kind of, still coming along, in the world. And in my line of work, we've got some young people that are still, learning the way of hold on a second, honey. You're being a little bit rude. I want you, whether it's small business, whether it's no matter what you're doing. I had an experience this week personally. I've come to realize that you also don't need to explain yourself in certain circumstances to anyone. I made a decision this week. You're being really, really
Go ahead.
rude.
I'm going through the
I'll
chat.
stop.
Okay, we're
I'll
done.
stop. I'm sorry that the mister's being really, really rude. I apologize.
It's because of your charisma, this and that. All right, so let me talk to you how I screwed myself. Again, this is the second time
this kind of behavior comes from how he was
has
raised.
happened. So just happens to be a guy maybe 2-3 weeks ago on a Saturday, comes up the driveway and says, "You have any lawnmowers for sale?" I says, "Yeah, I got a couple." well, I'm looking for something cheap. And I says, well, the cheapest one I got is 125. So I just need something to cut my grass and getting construction done. And my landscaper doesn't, want to come because there's stuff all over the place. And I said, all right, yeah, I understand. $125. That's not my problem. That's yours. I don't know how long construction projects take. So how much are they going to charge you per cut? Whatever. I don't care. So I pushed out this really nice, like new lawnmower for $125. A little 20-inch lawnmower, side discharge only with the chute, built into it. Can you do 100? No. Oh, come on, man. You don't remember me? No, I really don't. Don't take any offense to this. Between work and everything I do here and YouTube, I can't keep track of everybody. Oh, I always come up here for snowblowers, and I'm like, okay, I'm busy, so it's $125 or not because I got work to do. All right, fine, I'll take it. I'll be back tomorrow. I have my daughter in the car. I don't have my truck, and I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time? Yeah, sure, same time. So I gave him the next day. Same time, King. Sorry. Half hour later, sold it. 2 days passed by. Now we're in the weekend, and I'm ready to clean up. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, putting all my stuff away. This truck comes around, makes a loop, pulls up. The guy's looking at me, and I put my head down like, I'm done for the day, pal. Like, leave me alone. Guy gets out. It's him. Oh, hey, man, I'm so sorry. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm done for the day. I sold it. You were too late. Forget it. Goodbye. Oh, let me show you something. I'm like, dude, I got work tomorrow. He's like, oh, let me show you. You're going to like this one. Is this guy giving me a lawnmower? Opens up his truck, and it is a Craftsman Platinum self-propelled lawnmower with electric start, and it has the handle to do all four. Oh, my buddy gave this to me, and he was like, before I took it, he was like, dude, just check this out, see if it's worth something. Well, guess who he found on freaking YouTube? Me. And he says, I was the only one that had videos on this. And he was like, I know that guy. What a small world. So he's like, oh, come on, you're good with these. Just take a look at it. Oh, okay. Did you put gas in it? No. I said, so you watched my video and you didn't do anything besides think of it to come here. Oh, come on. You can get this going. I seen you do it. And I said, listen, that's what my YouTube channel is for. It's for you to avoid paying people like me. Oh, come on, I don't know what I'm doing. I never had a lawnmower before. I'm like, whatever. Drag out my gas, my seafoam. Put gas in there, put seafoam in there, start it up, nothing. Almost felt like he was ready to crank over. I said, you know what? Let me try something. Run out, grab my tools. Like an idiot, 5/16, take out the air filter cover, give this thing a huff of go-go juice, and the thing runs and continues to run. This guy is happy as a pig and shit. Oops. Of course he's happy.
Way to curse.
He is happy, and I don't know what, this thing has electric start. I seen your video, the battery's here, but it's not working. I says, oh, you need the charger. And he's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I says, you said you watched my music. I said, forget it, while I'm here. I take out the battery, and the terminal is broken that hooks up to the battery. Go grab my tools, put a butt connector on there. So I says, dude, you're gonna need a charger, and you're gonna need okay, thank you. And he was like, oh, that stuff can you use? Can I take a picture of that? So in the end, even though I lost out, I created a customer for Seafoam. Now, that's not my intentions. My intentions is never to build customers for anybody or anything besides myself. I know, and you guys see on the channel, Seafoam, it works. So, you know what? So be it. That could also be the end of my job security, because if he doesn't use Seafoam, then he'll be back next year. So he's asking me things here and there. We load up the lawnmower, and he just takes off. Doesn't want to give me like $20, like nothing. I haven't even seen him since. My time, I literally fixed his lawnmower for free. For free. I got it running, all right? I fixed his broken terminal for free. Now, it took me in all 10 minutes because we were talking. That is, that's well over $100 thrown out the door because his lawnmower not running as a repair, his tune-up because it's been sitting for so long, and his electric start. I screwed myself. I missed myself out on some potential money because I'm an idiot and I'm a sucker. Don't ask me why I did it at that time. I have no idea why, especially when I was arguing with him that even though he found me on YouTube, he did nothing about it. And that is the one thing I hate the most, right? If you find me on YouTube, which is fine, okay, and you do nothing about it with the things that I show you, then you're not due or credited any compensation because of that. The whole purpose of my channel, whole purpose of our channel is to show you and empower you to do things. If that shows you and empowers you to contact me to repair it, then that's on you. That's not me. So it is what it is. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that guy ripping me off for a tune-up? I think he got me over on that one, but there's nothing to do. But also in my defense, if he would have brought it back to me, if he would have brought it, that guy with the Honda lawnmower, if he would have dropped it off, I would have ran it, make sure the self-propelled works in front of him. All right, I'll call you when it's done. All right? I probably would have been jammed up anyway while it was running, because I'm not running this thing for 5-10 minutes in front of the guy. So, I'm 50-50 on that. Yeah, they are best friends now. So absolutely, I have a feeling now on, any issues that come, he's going to expect and anticipate something, and we'll see. I will quickly terminate that relationship. But all in all, it is what it is. Like I said, I am blessed in many ways to be in a position to just let that go. And number two, remember we were talking about that? I was able to get that done in a time and cost efficient manner instead of it taking me X amount of time. So it is what it is. We'll just chalk this up as a notch under my belt, some story for all of us. But I definitely got caught up in the moment. And we spoke about this the last time with the return guy. We could talk on these lives. Anybody could talk about these lives through and through, in and out. We all have rules. All have rules. I like to call them the rules of engagement because I treat dealing with people like war. It's a battle, right? Every time you deal with a customer, every time you sell something, it's a battle, and they're the enemy. I'm sorry, right? Those rules go out the window. It's like trench warfare, and you're literally fighting. That's how it is to me every time. You're literally fighting, and you have to try and come out on top as the victor. And when I say something as the victor, as seal the deal or not. And there's nothing wrong with, like I said, you guys seen it. I've walked away from deals because I will live to fight another day. Even though you may lose that battle, you will win the war. He will look at midnight and expect you to fix it for free. No, what's going to happen is he's going to come with a pile of junk and say, oh, this is because you did a good thing for me. Take all my junk that I don't want, and it's just whatever. And I never seen that guy ever. So I probably didn't even create, there are things that I do from the kindness of my heart just because. And also in the other end, I'm creating free advertisement because I don't do any advertising. This guy was just a win for him and a loss for me because from him, I don't see, he can't advertise for me. He didn't pay me, and I'll never see him ever again because he says he's been to my house multiple times for a snowblower. He never bought one. I've never serviced one, so I don't know. But, that's like, I'll just chalk it up as a lesson learned. And when I meet my maker at the end of my life, he can remember that situation because I just did it as a spur of the moment with zero expectations, Yeah.
See, the thing is, I want to teach people about meeting your maker and thinking like when you get up to above, God's going to remember all these things. You have to really be kind to like everyone, including like your spouse and all the people around you. Some people think like when you're just kind in business, oh, when I meet my maker, like God's going to remember that. No, you actually have to like be kind to like the people that are good to you too, like within your own roof. So like, just remember that the next time you're rude to someone. So just keep that in mind. And guys, I don't mean to like, I don't take anything personally when this one's rude, but 20 years of business experience. I've helped many people in this chat. So I'll never blame him when he's rude. I'm undoing 35 years of how he was raised. So there's that.
Oh, second chance. Listen, we say this over and over again. YouTube is a lot of work. I cannot stress this over and over again. Some people it comes natural to, and certain people who have YouTube channels, right? You're going to make me go down this rabbit hole that she doesn't want me to go down because
How
she
about we
knows it.
summarize it? Everything
No.
in life that's worth doing is a lot of work,
All right, I'm not going to.
right?
How about this?
What isn't a lot of work
How about
that
this?
has a great outcome?
Cut me off or tell me to stop if I go down this rabbit hole that we chose not to do. Okay, how
Good
about this?
morning. Just say good morning to Roger.
Good morning, Mr. McDonald. How
And
are you?
congratulations.
I sold
That's
all of my
wonderful.
5. Congratulations. And now is your time to go get more and do it
That's great.
all over again. Don't stop there. If you want to, God bless, do you.
Thomas, when someone's in the middle of speaking and someone's flashing things on a screen and cutting them off, it's rude. It's rude, and he learned that from someone.
No.
He's not like that naturally.
This is Small Engine. I want to talk
It
Small
is.
Engine stuff.
No. I've helped many people on this channel with their side businesses.
So anyway,
And Edward, I have 2 side businesses, almost 20 years successful.
so
And a full-time career. So
all right. So anyway, the Small Engine community is exactly what Small Engine is. Small. Compared to other platforms, compared to other genres on YouTube, we are absolutely nothing. We were talking about how YouTube is a lot of work to a certain extent. Okay, there are YouTube channels, which is fine. More power to them. All they do is take their phone, I'm taking a poop, right? They have 10 million subscribers and 20 million views a video. That's easy to them or to me to see how what we go through, right? In our genre, right? Because Small Engine will always be a small engine. It's a motor. Every machine is the same but different. Every content creator, because I hate the word YouTuber, will do things different. Casey Ellis over Elliott Mowers did a video on replacing a clutch cable on a Toro lawnmower. Posted that on my community page. I watched his video, and the first words out of his mouth was, "Jason, I know Pat Taste Performance did a video on this, but someone requested him. Anybody here doesn't owe anybody any explanations about how you do things, right? There are more than one ways to skin a cat." And to tie that in, somebody commented on my video that day and says, that was a 30-minute video for a 10-minute job. Casey Ellis is a phenomenal wrench. He is as closest to Pat Taste Performance as you will get from what I've seen on YouTube. We work on cars, we work on the homes, we do everything because we're both trying to empower you that because if you do something, you could turn it into other things, okay, compared to other YouTube channels that are just one-dimensional. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But if you see something on one YouTube channel, right, as a Small Engine community, right, there's no need to drag or bring any negative or black cloud onto something else or somebody else's channel. Because don't forget, when you comment on YouTube, your name is there. That's your legacy. Is that what you want to be known about? So if I use a product on my channel and it works for me, for my application, somebody else uses it on their channel and it doesn't work, you should not be going on that other person's channel and saying, hey, you're this, you're that. It doesn't work. No, that doesn't work like that. Nobody here should be attacking one channel because of another. That to me, that's inexcusable. I've told you that YouTube is supposed to be a positive platform. All right, I'll stop.
Totally.
I'll stop.
He goes off on.
I wanted to make a video. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
It's over though.
I don't know. I just kind of
Life
lost
is
track
good
of it.
again.
It better be good because it's very upsetting for me to see
You're
these
like
two
grandma
guys.
who hasn't caught up that you don't wear Monday through
Well,
Sunday underwear.
I'm sorry,
anymore.
Steve Swalungeon likes to call you, not me.
Someone's bringing up a sensitive topic. Aw.
Let me get fight.
I'm sorry. Sometimes the mister isn't caught up on current events. Like, you know
No.
how when grandma, for your 16th birthday, still gives you the Monday through Sunday undies? Like, look what grandma got you.
That's fine.
Aren't these still your favorites?
My favorite.
Except this one would still wear his Sundays on Wednesdays and flip him inside out.
Save water. I don't think of it as a fight. I make nice stuff, do good service. If I make it a fight, I lose. Customers should be blazing paths to my door if they knew what was good for them. Absolutely. But Arch, anybody here, I'm just using it as a mantra, right? You fire the first shot by putting your product out for sale. He fires the second shot saying he wants to take a look at it, he succeeded it, and then you guys start the dance or the exchange of volleys to get the deal done or not. So that's how I kind of
Uncle
look at
Arch,
it.
your customers should be blazing a path to your door. Besides
Yes,
the
you
fact
do
of how
phenomenal work.
intelligent and smart you are in
Yes,
this line of work,
yes,
but
yes.
what a cutie patootie you are and a
Yes.
softie. There should be like an Uncle Arch's calendar.
Very interesting. So, with that being said, we are past our hour. We have a lot to do this
I think
weekend.
that's the florist.
We got to go. We like dances. Coded and yellow in the front and brown in the back. Yes. Color-coded underwear. Yeah. Sorry, so that's what you're seeing. I do have a video planned for up today. Maybe I'll do Sunday.
Hi,
We will
Jason
do
Hughes.
something. But check out that YouTube short. That would be the electric start lawnmower. And, I got good money for it. So, it is what it is. And if you guys are on Instagram, check out my Instagram. I will be doing a Selling Sunday post. There's going to be a little something snuck in there a little bit, and it has to do with investing in Dogecoin and all that stuff. So, Paul, check that out. I know we said we would talk about it, but we got caught up in other things. For all those that are doing the Doge thing, good luck. Remember, what we're doing is straight up, gambling as always. And be safe. And remember, what you're prepared to invest, be prepared to lose.
Yeah, I don't like that part. But anyway, if you are new to us, thank you for being here. Don't
Yes,
forget to
absolutely.
subscribe, hit that little notification bell. Remember, if you are partaking in any Mother's Day events this weekend, I hope you enjoy. Whether your mommies are with you, not with you. If you're feeling a little lonely this weekend, you're never really alone. You always have us.
Yes.
And we love you. And we appreciate you being here and taking the time out of your day. That is gift a million times over to us. And we hope you really enjoy your weekend.
Mother's Day, you're going to have 2 great streams. You're going to have Ken Small Engines, 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
And Uncle Ed.
And then you have Uncle Ed, which is Polar Bear Ed.
Yeah.
He's 7 o'clock at night, just in case. So you will have something to do in the morning, something to do during. So relax or do what you got to do during the day, and then you always have some place at
We
night.
know, Roger. We love you. And again, on your way out, if you could just hit a little thumbs up to say you love us that just as much as we love you. And on that note, do things that make you happy,
Yes,
whether it's turning
it's the
a
weekend.
wrench, relaxing, whatever it may be. And we will catch you on
The next one. All right, guys. Later.